Good morning and welcome to a promised video about my Travelers Company Starbux Reserve Passport notebook. Welcome, welcome. Feel free to cozy up with your drink of choice. This is my morning mud water, which I'm not sponsored or anything, but I do this once a day and it's been amazing since I got off the caffeine kick. But anyway, cozy up and we'll jump into it. So as you know from maybe some of my other videos, I do a lot of traveler's notebooks. Some of my traveler's notebooks, I create my own journal inserts with handmade papers and such. And I also make my own leather covers because personally my preference is to have this jump band on the spine instead of on the back, which is the way Travelers Company does theirs. So this is the Starbux Reserve, which I just adore and have adored this for so long. And I finally purchased this off of a wonderful eBay seller in Japan who shipped it super fast. I will put a link down below to all of anything that I really mentioned today. And this beautiful little charm here was a clay maker on Etsy. I will also put a link to her Etsy shop. But yeah, love this camel color. It has such a soft, like suede vibe to it. Really, really nice product. I do like the Travelers Company vibe. It's a kind of a cult following, and I've jumped on board. So here we are. So this plastic, you may be wondering, I'm not a fan of plastics, but this is a really cool, I'm going to take this out so I can show you guys that this is something created by Lauren Phelps Design, and it keeps you from having to use 1,000,001 jump bands. Because look at this, it goes, right in the main jump band. You can put an insert here, you can put an insert here, or a pencil board or a cover board. You can have an insert in the center, which I do. You can put an insert on either end. So you could technically have 2, 4, 6 inserts without having to have all these different jump bands, which is really amazing. It has these little pockets down in front where you can keep smaller ephemera. This is gorgeous rose gold gilded Starbux Reserve Tokyo ephemera holder. It's kind of just like it's not a sticker book, but it's an ephemera holder, which is really kind of cool because when I'm traveling, I like to pick up ephemera from different coffee shops. And if I don't have time to journal at that moment, I will put those little items in here. As you can see, I got some Starbucks stuff in there, things that I cut out, lots of ephemera from different sticker shops and Pinterest boards. My main coffee journal right now that I'm using is the Travelers Company. I just pasted over this with something I found on Pinterest. And in these inserts, I keep ongoing reviews about coffees that I purchase, coffees that I buy in different coffee shops. These were 2 kinds of coffees that we used this year in our Outer Banks trip. Different coffee shops that we go to, that kind of thing. I'll pop this one back in the center so you can see how I do this with the jump band. And this is a completed one, also rose gold gilded from the Travelers Company. This was the Nakamiguru, Tokyo, Japan, Starbux Reserve. But this holds a lot of very sweet memories. So we'll flip right through here. The black tie. Let me just shout out to Pete's Coffee. They make an amazing cold brew with chicory and some sort of simple syrup they use, and half. It's freaking amazing. It's awesome. Out of this world. Roggen Arts is a local place we have here in Maryland. Depends on the location you go to, but sometimes you have really good baristas that are hired there. The French Twist Cafe in Sykesville, Maryland. Pretty expensive, but not a bad cup of coffee. Wow, this shop here is no longer there. M&P in Los Angeles, actually in West Hollywood. It's no longer there, but my daughter and I used to frequent there all the time when they were. Doppio is a new place in the Outer Banks. Highly recommend. Okay, and I had to shout out my mud water here because around this time I stopped drinking caffeine, and mud water has been my go-to since. What a Day Cafe in Eldersburg, Maryland. Roggen Art in Ellicott City, Maryland. Main Street, Cozy Cafe, Ellicott City, Maryland. What a Day Cafe, shout out again. These were from Roggen Art, just different kinds of drinks that I would have. Mad City Cafe in Columbia, Maryland. Dublin Roasters. This is in Frederick, Maryland. Very nice coffee shop, great vibes and great coffee. Starbux, my local. Frederick Coffee Company. Really cute place downtown. It's a must stop if you're in town there. Cafe Nola, also in Frederick, another great shop with a good vibe. 4 till 4 in Encinitas, San Diego County. Amazing little outdoor shop. Such a great, cool beachy vibe. Love that place. Lofty in Encinitas is probably by far my favorite coffee shop I've ever been to. They have a location in Encinitas, one in, a couple of other, they have maybe 2 other locations, but hands down, my favorite coffee shop. And of course, anywhere I go and have coffee with my daughter is amazing. This again was at Dublin Roasters. I thought the vibe was great there, so I took her with me as well. Pup cups from Starbux. 4 till 4 Lofty. These were California coffees that I just had to do honorable mentions to. Superfoods on Main Street, downtown, Mount Airy. I visit with my doggo because they used to allow us in. They don't allow doggies in the store anymore, but they have outdoor seating. It's a great place to sit outside and have a cup. Slovakia. Now let's spin the globe a little bit here. Divnya Pani in Stavnica was an amazing coffee shop. And just, you know, it could have been the fact that I was there with my son and daughter-in-law and my grandson, and it was just such a magical weekend. I think any coffee shop would have been great, but this by far was really the best one. Oh, and then there was this one in Banska Štiavnica. Oh my goodness. This was the coolest place. It was like an indoor, it was like an old library that had a place where you could sit down in these really comfy chairs and nooks. And we grabbed this nook that had this great glass ceiling with plants all around and books, and we had amazing food and coffee, and it was just magic everywhere. Another little place near the Bonica Castle. Slovakia is a beautiful country. Highly recommend everyone visit once in your life if you can put something on the bucket list. Oh, these places were just so amazing. That's my son. Oh, yeah. Oh, this little place, Clay Dory in Mount Airy, is gone now, but used to be a great little place. I'm glad I got to visit before they closed down. Groundwork, another place. We got cappuccinos. I ended up buying a Chemex and trying that out for a while. And then I ended up getting a Farberware percolator, which I really love. Like, that's my everyday for coffee. And back to Roggenart. Back to Lofty. There's my beautiful daughter. And Lofty, of course, is our favorite place to go in Encinitas. Ah, what a gem. And just, yeah, so special. So, so special. And this is why I journal and keep documenting my coffee experiences and great places to go. And yeah, if you have any coffee shops that you recommend, coffee places that you love, please tell me about them down below. Would love to hear about them. Great places you recommend. Meanwhile, I'll get this video uploaded for you and have links to the items here. If there's any items here that you see, of course, I've got my Breakfast Club Twisby espresso cafe and the crema colored Twisby pens, fountain pens. But if there's anything here you see you like, you want to know where I got it, that kind of stuff, put a note in the comments and I'll get back to you. Thanks for listening and have a great day.